All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this video. My name is Taylor Benturdi, and I'm personally about 1 to 2 weeks away from hitting burnout, and so I figured there's no better time to make this video. Why am I 1 to 2 weeks away? Well, it's because COVID-19 prevented travel, and so we usually take, myself and my girlfriend, we usually take a week off every 3 months, but it's been 9 months straight now, and we haven't taken a week off, and so I've been pretty much working. My schedule is 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday. 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. is when I'm working, and 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. is when I'm hanging out with the girlfriend. So that's been intense, and not taking 2 days off consecutively for 9 months is not ideal, and now it's like I'm really feeling the effects. So I want to explain the emotions that are going through this body right now and how to actually know that you're coming close to burnout so that you can prevent it. So a lot of stuff that we're going to cover, and there's a lot you're going to learn so that you can never have to go through burnout again, and you can know when you're close so that you can, of course, not have to go through it. So we're going to cover what burnout is, in my opinion, the cause of burnout, the symptoms, the phases that I personally go through, and I think each human being goes through 3 phases typically, the final phase being like complete burnout, and how to actually, prevent burnout. So first of all, let's talk about the what. A state of extreme and physical and or mental fatigue. That word, that definition is exhaustion, and that is a perfect word. If I had to summarize burnout in one word, it would be that. Extreme physical and mental fatigue. I would say and, not just or. The cause is pretty much a lack of bodily necessities. Bodily just means of the body, so body necessities for an extended period of time. Very important, okay? Because you can go 20 days straight working without a day off, or maybe at least like 10 to 15, 16-hour days. But if you do that for 3 months, you're going to die, basically. Like, it's not, you can do it for 20 days, 15 days. If you try to do it for 3 months, that's the purpose of for an extended period of time. And everybody's threshold is different, okay? I might be able to last 3 weeks working 18-hour days with nonstop, no day off. Someone else might die after a week. I don't know. I'll probably start to hit burnout after 3 weeks. Now, the symptoms, generally speaking, from a super high level, you're going to be anxious and you're going to have mental and physical fatigue, okay? Anxious meaning that you're kind of on edge and you're worrying about certain things you wouldn't normally worry about, and you can't really chill out and focus as deeply as you would if you weren't anxious. So that's the what, that's the cause, that's the symptoms from a high level. Now let's go into the specifics of what burnout looks like in different phases. So I'm going to kind of blur out phase 2 and phase 3. Let's go into phase 1 here. So for me, about a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, I noticed that routine starts falling apart. Okay, this is how I know I'm getting close to burnout, right? And this is how you should be able to know as well. Routine being the standard things that you should always stick to. And for me, that's going to sleep on time, waking up on time, meditating, writing down my morning gratitude, planning my day before I go to sleep. And those are my things. So these things start falling apart, right? I start waking up late. I miss a meditation here and there. I don't do my morning gratitude. Basically, the ritual that I do to start the day and to end the day starts to fall apart. That's phase 1, okay? And you might start to feel a little bit of anxiousness because generally speaking, when those things fall apart, everything starts to crumble. So this is the mini domino that then hits the second giant domino. So phase 2, once you've generally been in phase 1 for like 1, even 2 weeks, the dominoes start falling very rapidly. So, and this is kind of where I'm at right now. Phase 2 is stopping work early. Stop reading and start going down the rabbit hole into conspiracy theories. This is me personally, okay? This is what I will start to do. I'm not saying every human being on earth in phase 2 of burnout is going to go into conspiracy theories. This is just me, all right? I'll know it'll be very obvious because I'm going to stop work at maybe 7:30 p.m., maybe 8 p.m., and I'll start just scrolling through some form of rabbit hole into a conspiracy theory. And that's how I know that I'm literally like 7 days away from burnout, the moment I start going into conspiracy theories, because it generally never happens. There's a period of my life for about 3 months where I went really deep into it, and then I pulled out, and that's how I know I'm getting close. So phase 3 is complete burnout. All right, this is where, for me, this is what it looks like. I've been through burnout many times. Again, the first 2 to 3 years of running the agency, I never took a day off. There was actually one vacation, but we worked every day on that vacation for at least 2 or 3 hours. So there was never really a full day off for 2 to 3 years. And burnout happened very frequently. Okay, it was every 2 to 3 months. I wasn't that happy. I didn't have much of a stable life, if you will. It wasn't great. It wasn't peaceful. You don't want that. So what'll happen for me when I hit burnout phase 3, if you ignore phase 1, if you ignore phase 2, phase 3 is going to happen usually in like the 3rd week. And for me, that means completely stopping work for 3 to 7 days, going deep into like conspiracy theories. Again, that's what people would call them. That could make a whole video on that. But eat non-ideal foods, completely drop sleep routine, lose all motivation for work and anything in life in general. Okay, so I mean like complete meditation. There's a little bit of sadness in the element. There's a little bit of, I wouldn't call it depression, I would call it sadness, because the confusion, why am I feeling this way? And fortunately, I've been through burnout so many times that like I know the cause of it. And the cause is, let's get into that for this thing. So the cause of burnout, again, is a lack of bodily necessities for an extended period of time. So what are the necessities that you need to prevent ever having a burnout? All right, let's touch on that, okay? The things that you need, in my opinion, are a good sleep routine. So you need at least 8 hours of sleep, in my opinion. You should meditate every day for at least 10, 20 minutes. If you don't believe in meditation, go Google and look into the science of meditation. There's so much freaking research about how amazing that is for your health, all right? Do meditation 20 minutes a day. Start your day with gratitude. Just write down 3 things you're really grateful for. End your day with gratitude. Again, same thing. And then here's the kicker, okay? Here's the big one, all right? So eating healthy, working out, and sleep, drinking water, meditation, these things are all fundamental. Those are all very fundamental. And if you do all those things, you can pretty much work for like 9 months straight, take 1 day off per week, and then get close to burnout, similar to what I've done. I would say the only reason I've made it 9 months is because I have a great relationship with my girlfriend. I've done the meditation, the workouts, the eating healthy, and all these fundamental things, but it's still happened now after 9 months, okay? So those things will help you prevent burnout, but here's the ultimate one that will literally keep you sane until the end of time. If you're doing all those things and you're taking like at least I would say not at least, but at most for some people, a week off every 3 months, that will really, really just like solidify a solid foundation. From what I've experienced personally, doing such a thing is such a great feeling. It's not only a good feedback mechanism so that it's kind of motivating for you to work extremely hard through the entire quarter and work 6 days a week, 72 plus hours a week, and like make as much progress as possible, and then you get a week off. It's a beautiful feedback mechanism. So the week off every 3 months on top of all those fundamental things will help you prevent burnout from ever happening, in my opinion. Now, the only thing I didn't really touch on this is having a great relationship and having a girlfriend or having a boyfriend and having an actual really good, loving relationship. That is something that I can't necessarily help you with. If you have it, you're extremely blessed, and that is going to just help you so much, because having a loving household with someone that you genuinely love and that person also loves you back in the same way unconditionally, I can't even really begin to explain the ROI of such a thing. It's ridiculous, and I don't really know how to help you get that per se, so I didn't really mention it. However, it helps a lot. So if you have a significant other, you're extremely blessed. Now, with that being said, those are the 3 phases of burnout, and hopefully this was really helpful, but here's kind of the ultimate thing here. You need to become an observer of the self. So if you want to consider yourself the body, okay, fantastic. But you can think about this body objectively. So let's just consider that the mind and the body are separate, and that the body is more or less something that is controlled by the mind. You watching this video, you're probably much more of an observer, where you can kind of objectively think about your life and the decisions that you're going to make. And so this is how you want to think about your body and the emotions that you have, the thoughts that you have, the feelings that you have, the level of anxiousness, the fact that you're breaking your routine, the fact that you're no longer meditating every day, the fact that you are stopping work early, the fact that you're going down the rabbit hole into conspiracy theories. These are all things that if you don't become an observer of yourself, you're not going to recognize them, and you're just going to keep on going along until you hit an absolute ridiculous burnout, and that's going to suck. So just becoming a better observer of yourself will allow you to be able to pick up on the signals that happen leading up to burnout. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this video. Hit the subscribe button and show some love. That's all I desire from making this video. I'll appreciate it if you hit that button. If you hit the like button as well, that'll really help boost the algo and get this video pushed up to more people. So look, avoid burnout at all costs. Hit the subscribe button. Much love, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Ciao.